Hi, Karen Curry Parker here with your Human Design Evolution Report. I'm starting to feel like every week I get on here and it becomes the doom and gloom report. So I want to have a little bit of a conversation before we get rolling on what's up for this week about how to work with these energies. The celestial weather, the movement of the planets, has one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to set the tone and the evolutionary theme that we play with. How we experience the theme, and most importantly, what we take away from this theme, is up to us. So we all have a choice, like it or not, to experience the celestial weather as challenging, to resist it, to stomp our foot. For example, right now Mercury is in a retrograde cycle, which means sometimes things don't move as fast as you want them to move. Sometimes phone calls don't get returned. Sometimes technology doesn't work. Sometimes people miss appointments. Sometimes people get confused about what time zone they're in. Maybe you're getting confused about what time zone you're in. These things tend to gum us up a little bit, but the purpose of Mercury is not to cause us to pull our hair out and stomp our foot and blow our brains out in frustration. The purpose of Mercury is for us to take a step back and to go inward and explore what stories are we telling ourselves, what truths are being revealed to us, and what truths do we need to redefine and recraft. Who are we? Do we like the story that we are? And if we don't like the story that we're living, what do we need to do to change the story? That's where we're at. But anytime we resist the celestial weather, anytime you move into resistance with what comes at you, first of all, you increase your stress load exponentially. Number two, it's not healthy for your body. Number three, it makes you darn grumpy and everybody starts reacting to you back, right? And then you don't actually get to do the lesson that you're being brought by the planets, whether it's Mercury or whichever one, right? So here's a little tip for surviving celestial weather in a healthy, empowered way. Don't resist it. You're being brought opportunities for growth and expansion, and it's the resistance that sometimes creates the pain and the suffering. The alignment and the acceptance, the being with whatever it is, even if it is frustrating as heck, and I get it, being with it allows you to find the blessings and the lessons, allows you to actually leverage the celestial weather in such a way that it becomes your friend, it becomes your companion in your process of growth and expansion. And while we're experiencing some of the dodgy, bumpy weather that we're experiencing right now, if you can remember that, okay, this is an adventure I'm having. I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to run the obstacle course of my reality and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to see that obstacle, that hurdle, as an opportunity for me to stop and go inward and say, okay, what lesson is being brought to me here? What am I struggling with? Is this a story that I want to keep repeating? Or is this a story that I'd like to change? Is there something going on here that's being triggered by my own resistance or some meaning that I'm giving my life that if I change that meaning, if I move into alignment and acceptance, can I get the lesson here and can I stop frickin' suffering with it? All right, that being said, the outer planets set the tone for our collective evolution, and we see a shift this week in Jupiter. Jupiter moves to the first hexagram, which is the most yang hexagram in the entire I Ching or in the entire human design system. It is yang-yang, which means it's a very traditionally, and I'm not going to tie this to gender, I'm talking about energy. It's a masculine energy. It's pushing, it's going out, it's wanting to do, it's fire. It wants to make a contribution to the world. But here's an irony with this one. Two things I want to tell you. First of all, Jupiter's where we get our blessings. If you get this right, you get blessings, okay? So don't fight this. Align with this because it's good for you. Number two, the irony of the first hexagram is this. The first hexagram has all of this fiery, masculine, push, push, push energy with it, but it's located on the heart. It's located on the heart because the ultimate lesson of the contribution that we're here to make to the world is not, and I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now, it's not what you do, it's who you be. You are the contribution to the cosmos. Your existence is the contribution to the cosmos. You are part of the cosmic fabric right now. You are a once-in-a-lifetime event. There's never been a you before. There will never be a you again. There might be variations on a you, but not the you that you're being right now. You being the fulfillment of who you truly are, you being who you are, is the contribution that you make to the world. And while this may feel selfish, it's in being selfish, meaning it's you fulfilling the full possibility and the potential of who you are and your purpose in life. And that's not necessarily about doing, it's about being. You being yourself is the contribution you make to the world. So I invite you again this week in the continuation of this story rewriting process that we're in right now, thanks to the planets. I invite you to really ask yourself, is the story you're living a true reflection of who you really are? Are you living a life story, a life plan, a life purpose that is actually the truth of who you are? Because the more you live into the truth of who you are and express that into the world with the power and the magnificence and the glory that is you, the more you contribute all the goodness that your heart is longing to contribute to the world. Okay, that's the outer planets. Of course, the outer planets are still shaking us up in a couple of other ways too. Deep truths are being revealed, sometimes in a shocking way. So all of this stuff that's coming up in the news, all these revelations, and even in your personal life, you may have found revelations are being revealed. Truth is being showed to you. It's not going to go away. And in fact, it's probably going to get much more intense over the next 2 weeks. Here's what's going on. The gate 26, or the 26 hexagram, which is truth or not, integrity or not, lying or being brutally honest, okay? That's the theme we're playing with. What is true? What is not? Is it a lie? Is it real? Is it, am I being transparent? Am I hiding? Can I trust it? Can I not trust it? Is it manipulation or is it transparency? All of these themes are being played out all over the frickin' planet. Okay, all the planets are pretty much dancing with this energy right now. Starting with the sun this week, moving to Mercury, and then ultimately Venus. Okay, we're getting all of this movement around the theme of truth. And of course, we've got Neptune in the 63rd hexagram, which is obscuring what is true and making us all doubtful and suspicious in the first place. So the bottom line with all of this is, number one, get in front of your bathroom mirror and be totally honest with yourself about your life. Don't lie to yourself, first and foremost. Do not play the denial card, because right now it's not going to serve you. And I promise you, if you are in denial in your life about anything, the universe is going to smack you upside the head and go, that's not true. And you want to find the truth for yourself rather than letting the universe do it, because the universe is much more unlimited than you are, okay? If you get my hint. Number two, you've got to trust your gut right now. If it doesn't smell right, if it doesn't taste right, if it doesn't look right, if it doesn't feel right, don't trust it right now. Sit back and wait. You don't have to pull the covers necessarily. The universe is going to pull the covers for you. Cards will be revealed. But don't act on anything that doesn't feel right now. And trust yourself and your gut rather than what your head might be telling you is crazy. Okay, your head might go, oh, how can that be true? Don't trust your gut. Your gut doesn't have any proof. Don't listen to your head. Listen to your gut. Your gut knows right now, okay? So you are deeply attuned to truth with a capital T, and you're deeply attuned to truth with a little t. The little t is about, is he lying or not? Is he being transparent or not? Is this real or not? The big T is, this is the big T, truth about who you really are in the universe, who you really are in the cosmos, tapping into the infinite source of your true power and staying in alignment with the cosmic energy of love and creativity and sustainability and abundance. And making sure right now, this is a good time for you to do this right now before we get movement in Capricorn next week, start cleaning house. We're getting ready to move into a very earth-based quality of energy starting next week that's going to give us support for creating structures, for creating discipline, for creating very concretely laying the foundation on the earthly plane. Things are going to get better. We're really going to enter into a kind of a grounded, stabilizing, rebuilding foundational quality of energy next week. But right now, for the next 2 weeks still, we're finishing up all this intense, fiery work that we need to do that's about rewriting our personal stories, rewriting the stories of our lives, rewriting the stories of our relationships, rewriting the stories of who we think we are, rewriting the stories of our possibility and potentials, rewriting the stories of who we demonstrate ourselves to be in the world, rewriting government even. Everything's up for being rewritten right now. Everything's subject for redefinition and brand new stories. But you gotta trust yourself. Breathe through your nose if you can, because that actually stimulates the vagal nerve and keeps you much more calm, grounded, and centered. Don't react. Wait for the truth to be revealed. You don't have to go pull the covers. The universe is going to pull the covers for you. And have a good week. Bye.